Okay, so in this edition of Omar's Kitchen, we have 9 potatoes that we're going to cut up, put some oil on, shake it up a little bit, put it on a sheet. We have the oven at 425, and we're going to get this thing popping, cooking, yeah. So, I cut up the potatoes. Each potato is about 6 pieces, so you can do the math. About 9 potatoes, 6 pieces each. You notice I'm using a glass cutting board. So for the meat lovers out there, if you want to cut up your meat and you don't want to spread the germs, say you get a glass cutting board and prevent the bacteria spread because the glass is easy to clean. Just wipe. They're all good. So the next step is to put the potatoes in this bucket, which I'm about to do. Okay, now the next step is to pour a little bit of vegetable oil in there, not too much, that should be good. And then once I do that, I close it up and I shake it a little bit, shake it around a little bit so the oil can get all throughout the potatoes so they are nicely coated. And once you do that, just spread the potatoes on the pan, just like that. And then now just separate the potatoes one by one so they can have their own space on the pan, make them feel special. Your potatoes are ready to go in the oven. You got your oven that's already preheated at 425. So you just slide it on in. Be careful, don't burn yourself. Push, slide it in. Now you can set your timer. To about like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, your choice, or however brown you want your potatoes to look. I usually do 45, and then about 5 to 10 minutes left, I check on it. Okay, for the next meal, we're gonna do some vegan mac and cheese. First step, get your water, put your pan in, and then turn it on, light it up. And now just wait until the water boils. Okay, so the next step is just put your elbow noodles into the boiling water. I use 16 ounces, 1 pound elbow noodles. Just open it up. There we go. And pour them in. Get a spoon. And stir it up. I mean, you don't have to use a spoon, but stir it up a little bit so the noodles won't stick together, and then casually throughout the boiling process, just keep doing that. Okay, so right here for the vegan mac and cheese, this is all the ingredients. Really need is pretty simple. So it's got some soy milk, unsweetened. Then got some nutritional yeast, some spice seasoning, some canola oil, paprika, and a single garlic clove. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is get 2 cups of the soy milk. I'll shake it up a little bit. Shake it up. Alright, then pour it in. Almost. And bam. There's 1 cup. Pour it into your blender. I'm using a Ninja, but it's the same thing. I believe it's just different names or whatever. So pour the 2nd cup soy milk in the cup. All the way to the top. Fill it. Bam. There we go. Carefully, Omar. Carefully. And pour. There we go. Okay, next up, we need 2 cups of the nutritional yeast. Now, the nutritional yeast and the spice seasoning, I got these from Whole Foods earlier today, but you could also go to Mom's Organic Shop or Trader Joe's. I never got it from Trader Joe's before, but Trader Joe's usually has nutritional goods like foods that Giant and other places won't have. So we keep pouring, level it out a little bit, pour. Now the nutritional yeast, that's where we get our protein from. Us vegans. It has about 3 grams of protein per tablespoon. So if anybody knows the math of a cup and tablespoon, you can figure out how much protein is in it. Then we just do a little pour. Okay. There's 1 cup. Now time for the second cup. Pour. Or is it more like dump? Yeah. Keep pouring. Oh, almost. Let me switch hands. Hands getting tight. Pour. There we go. Level it out. And then we slide it on. And okay, next is gonna be the spike seasoning. But don't forget about your noodles. You want to stir it. Don't want it to get sticky together. So just do that. Now next up is the spike seasoning. Okay, once you open up the spike seasoning, this is what it looks like. You just wanna, you can pour as much as you need, because that's where the taste from the mac and cheese comes from, or some of the taste. So it all depends on how much you prefer. So for the first time, I would suggest like maybe 5 tablespoons of it, and then go on from there. If you keep making it from there, so you just pour it in. That's it. Next, we need to put some canola oil into the cup. Let me switch hands. See if I can open it with one hand. Guess not. There we go. Okay. Now we only need about 2/3 of a cup of canola oil. So pour. Now the canola oil is so the milk and seasonings can conjure up together, so you get like a little loosey feel, but not too loose, if you know what I mean. So either you can pour it in right before you blend it or during the blending, but I prefer to do it right before, less time. Okay, now after you put the canola oil in, you just want to wash off your garlic clove, peel it, throw it in, and that's it. Next, you just want to cover your blender or your Ninja, whatever you're using. Do that. And let me get my Ninja machine top thingy right here. Put this on. I'm trying to put it on. Got it. Alright, so now I just blend it. Alright, next step, to blend. Now you want to blend until it gets a little bit creamy. So roughly about 45 seconds to a minute. Okay, so the next step is just to run some cold water over your noodles. Once the noodles are to your liking, are soft and edible, put some cold water on it to cool down the noodles. Okay, now the next step is to get your sauce. Bring it over here. Get your sauce. Now you're just gonna pour just a little bit. Just a little bit over, like that. Then you're gonna get your spoon. Then you're gonna start and mix it up a little bit, just like this. And then after you do that, you're gonna pour it into your baking pan. Okay, once you put it into your pan, you wanna get the rest of your sauce, cheese sauce I like to call it. Then you just want to slowly start pouring it in all around. Oops. I'll start pouring it in all around the sides. Then you want to get the middle, just like that. Yes, looks good. dabble anything you got left in your Ninja or your blender. And next, get your spoon. Get your spoon. And then stir it up a little bit so the sauce can get all around to every single noodles. You know, I like to say no noodles left behind. No noodles left behind. So all the noodles get the sauce on it. And our last ingredient is to put some paprika on top. Just a little sprinkle. Boom, 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 boom. Sprinkle. Just like that. If you want, you can stir it around. If not, that's cool. I don't stir mine around. And we put it into the oven, which is set at 350. Have your oven set at 350. Then you put it into the oven. Put it in for 25 minutes. And it should be good. Okay. Oven set at 350. Now place it in. Try not to burn yourself. Like that. And then you set the timer 25 minutes. And then that's when you take it out, or when your noodles are golden brown. Okay, once you take your potatoes out, depending on the color, I like mine a little brown, some mine's a little bit brown. I put some salt on it. Some people don't like salt, I do. Sprinkle. And then all I gotta do, shake it up. Shake it up. So all of them can get salt on it. And my potatoes are ready to serve. Okay, so next up, we're gonna do some barbecue chicken strips with some peppers and tomatoes. So we got 3 red peppers, 2 tomatoes, 1 yellow pepper, hickory smoked barbecue. It is vegan. Then we got some meatless chicken. Then we got garlic salt, Cajun seasoning salt, Italian pepper, Italian seasoning, soy seasoning, and some spicy meat rub, which is also vegan. I know, it's funny, but next thing is to cut up the peppers and tomatoes and then put the chicken into the pan and then stir it up. Okay, now that you have everything cut up, you just want to place it into your pan that already you put Okay, now that you have everything cut up, you just want to place it into your pan that already you put Okay, place it in there. Now you got your stove top on about a 2 or 3, like a medium, so you just want to shake it up a little bit, stir it up to get everything rolling. And then let it cook a little bit, and then later you're gonna season it and put the barbecue sauce in. Okay, about 5 to 6 minutes in, and leaving it on the stove, shaking it up a little bit. It's time for seasoning. So we got the spicy meat rub, little dab. Then we got the soy seasoning, same thing. Italian seasoning, a little much doesn't hurt. Well, that's what I like to say. You got seasoned salt, dab. Cajun seasoning. I like spicy, so I like to put a lot, but right now I won't do that. Do a little bit of that, and tad bit garlic salt. Shake it up, and get the fork. Stir it around a little bit so everything in here can get the seasoning on. Yeah, stir in the pot. Alright, next up is the BBQ sauce. So you just want to squeeze a little bit around, squeeze. And then the next thing is just to stir it up with the fork. Okay, once you stir it up with the fork, just want to shake it around a little bit so it won't stick to your pan. And then leave it for about 1 minute to 2 minutes so the sauce can heat up. And then voila, your meal is complete.